Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my house. So, if you've been watching my videos regularly, you would know that I'm building a house and I'm pretty excited about it. So I just wanted to kind of vlog the experience. So the story kind of starts November 2017. I dragged my mum to a bunch of display homes and we basically walked into the first company that we walked into basically on day one of looking at display homes. We walked in, we saw a house, we're like, okay, it's way too big, I can't afford this. Walked into the second house that display had in that first company that we went to. It was Fairmont Homes, and we fell in love. Like, I didn't love the decor or like the colours or anything like that. It wasn't that, it was the layout. We fell in love with the layout. My mum loved the decor, it was all cream, so of course she loved that. I personally am not a cream person. But we fell in love with the layout of this house. It was 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and 2 living rooms. Perfect for just a single person who wants mostly a house and not much garden. I can't tend to a garden. I have no green thumb whatsoever. But it was perfect, and we're just like, we have to keep looking. We can't settle on the first bloody place we walk into. So we keep walking around, we keep looking at all these other houses. Nothing is matching up to the house that we saw from Fairmont. If you're curious, it's called the Winchester, if that's something you want to look up. I might actually leave a picture of the layout here. So that was the Winchester and we loved it. We continued to look at display homes a couple of weekends, and when we got to Sterling Homes we found a very similar layout, except they didn't have the second lounge room that I need. I just need space, and I was already stretching my budget very thin. I'm doing this all by myself, so money was definitely a big deal. And basically we met this wonderful man in Sterling Homes. His name was Troy. He doesn't work there anymore, but he basically helped us out so much. He helped us basically merge his layout and the Winchester from Fairmont, mushed it all together with an architect, and we basically went back and forth a million times trying to make this layout perfect. Basically he kind of hated me at the end because it's like, you got your whiteout ready, I've got another change I want to make. But this is something I really wanted to perfect and make perfect. It's my first home. I'm doing it all by myself. If this was any like investment property, I probably wouldn't care too much, you know. This is my first home. I'm building my own home. It's not, you know, my ideal sort of dream home, but it is my first kind of starter home. It's very small. It's, you know, in the midst of working all of the layout stuff out, I did secure a piece of land. I didn't go through Sterling to find me a piece of land with like a house and land package. I found a steal. So I had originally had my heart set on a piece of land that was 300 square meters, and someone else got it. So I had to start looking all over again, and I was struggling. And one night when I was looking online, I found a piece of land, another 300 square meter block, so 10 meters by 30 meters. Tiniest probably piece of block you could possibly find out there is a 300 square meter block, but it's all I could afford on my own. So I found another one, and originally the first one was priced at 99 to 119, and someone got it obviously for somewhere in the higher section. Again, this piece of land had just been reduced in price. So this man had been trying to sell his land for like 6 months or something stupid at the price that he tried to buy it for, which was 136,500. And that's what it was valued at. That's what, you know, land that pieces, that is what land that size is going for in this particular area in South Australia. I did happen to find this piece of land and called up straight away and said, I want to make a bid. And it was at the lowest spectrum, so at that 99. And he said, but I said, you know, my bid is subject to me inspecting the block. I'd never actually been there. I was sitting at home on my computer. So we went down there, we had a look, and it was covered in rubbish. It was a much better location than the previous one. Not that the previous one had a terrible location, it's just that the one where I was looking at now was a bit more of a better location in terms of, you know, the area, the shops nearby, the public transport around the area. Not that I use it, but just in case, and all those sorts of things, on top of, you know, what the estate I was looking in offered in terms of grey water and like all the other little technical nitty-gritty stuff. It just seemed to be even better than what I was looking at before. So this is like, it's a dream come true, and they come back to me and say, you know, we need you to go up a little bit more. So I did go up a little bit more. Not gonna say the exact price I paid, but it was literally only a little bit more than that original bid. And I got it. So I got a piece of land and settled in just a few days before Christmas. So that was a Christmas present to myself. The most expensive thing I'd ever bought was a piece of land the size of like my thumbnail. So I got my piece of land and so excited. Started the process straight away since we're already like starting in it, and the piece of the layout of the house was already going to suit this size block, as it was already being designed for the previous piece of land that I missed out on. So it was the same block size, it was fitting perfectly. Once we finally made a decision, we had to send it off for council approval, all that yada yada yada. So basically they told me, oh, you know, you'll start building in April. We didn't even get to do the selections till April. The selections is where you go and pick out your colours and like your colours, like the colours of the walls, the colours of the cabinetry, the tiles you want, the tapware, like all that sort of stuff. You go to pick the colours in selections is what they call it. You get to pick out your bricks, your roof, like basically everything. And in the midst of securing the deal with Sterling, I was basically throwing Sterling and Fairmont against each other to basically, because they were both offering different things. So I basically kind of like threw them against each other to make sure that Sterling was going to give me not only what they offered, but also what Fairmont was offering in terms of upgrades and extras. So I basically got everything I possibly could out of them. You know, I've got so much stuff in terms of all of my tapware was upgraded, my kitchen was upgraded, you know, I got upgraded of like an electric roller door, got an upgrade of ducted dual system air conditioning and heating with zones, and I got a free dishwasher and just a lot of stuff I got upgraded or free. So that really helped. And then once I had picked all of my colours and stuff, come April, we just had to wait for council to approve what we wanted, and we were still waiting and waiting. And then we got council approval in June, and then we were due to start very much quite soon after that. But we were delayed because the house that was building across the street from me, they were laying their slab of cement for their foundations, and the cement truck parked on my block of land. They are allowed to do this, however it is private property, and I'm really pissed off about it because not only did they leave a ton of tire marks inside of my piece of land that I paid a lot of money to scrape the top off of to get rid of all the rubbish that was left on it when I bought it, but they knocked out the pegs that surveyed the land to, you know, mark out what is truly mine, which I had already paid for when I bought it. Like, I had to do that to buy it, so I had to pay another $500 to get that redone because the people across the street's cement truck parked on my land and knocked out those pegs. So you can know I was pissed off. So that delayed us a few weeks again. And then as soon as we were ready to go, after all the delays of the land surveyancing, the weather decided to go nutso, and we were for weeks in torrential wind and rain and just horrible weather. It was just too wet to dig out the foundations and lay a slab. They need a couple good dry weeks in order to do that. And then it was very late August when they did it, the last week of August. This was supposed to start in April, let me remind you. So we're at the end of August, and they finally dig out, like on this really super awesome warm 26-degree day, they decided to dig up and actually start for my foundation. And I'll leave some pictures of what they look like right now. So the day after that, it was terrible rain again. So of course it turned into a mud bath, which meant that instead of pouring these slabs straight away, we had to wait for all of that to dry out. So eventually we got to lay the slab. So I'll leave some pictures of that. And yeah, that is where we are now. So we are they've got to wait a few weeks before they can continue. After the slab has been poured, it needs some time to settle. But yeah, that is where we are right now. So we started all this in November. We were supposed to start construction in April. It is now September and we're finally getting going. So yeah, if you've ever built a house, you definitely know the pain that I'm in and the frustration of the waiting and the waiting and the waiting and the delays and the weather and the money and just all the heartbreak that comes with building a home, but as well all the excitement. I'm just so excited that we're finally getting started. I've been waiting so long for this. I have been saving for this for many years. I'm getting no financial help in this. I'm doing it all myself. I'm paying for this myself. I'm not, you know, I'm working really hard for this. I work hard for everything. I was raised to work hard and save hard. And then one day you can play, never hard, but you know, I would never been able to do what I can if I wasn't raised properly. I've been raised to budget my money, not spend it silly. Like I'm very smart with my I'm very smart with my finances, and it takes a lot for me to actually spend some money. So, you know, it's big. It was hard for me to let go the big chunk of change I had to get this ball rolling and to get out of my parents' house. I would have loved to have been doing this with some help, but you know, I'm a strong, independent girl boss and I can do this myself. So yeah, I've already bought everything, like with the delays it's just given me so much time to shop for this house. So I've got basically a full house. The only thing I need is a fridge, a washing machine and a microwave. I literally have everything else. Like our 4th bedroom in this house, full. Our garage, full. Flat packs, like you wouldn't believe. Like we are ready to move into this house and we don't have a house yet. and we've been ready for a few months now, so it's definitely very exciting that we finally started, and I really want to get in there, and I will keep you guys in the loop as things like progress. If you follow my Instagram stories, you'll see things like live as they happen. I'll probably catch up with you in a couple of months in terms of what has been going on. I'll try to vlog a bit more on the property. Like, I know I've only got pictures to show you today, but I don't know. I just haven't had an opportunity to film a video. Run down to the block, took a few snaps and had to get going, you know, so I will keep you guys updated as things progress. And hopefully I'll be in this house come the new year. So yeah, if you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next house vlog. Bye guys.